90% of the buildings remain. From what I know, is just two structures, two of the smaller structures that would be impacted with any form of demolition.
We're saying here that the east wing of the St. Jude's Hospital is larger than the area being occupied at the stadium at this point.
Yes.
Good.
By about 4,000 square feet.
By about 4,000 square feet. How much did you estimate the completion of the east wing of St. Jude's Hospital to cost?
Just about 9.5 million EC dollars.
9.5 million EC dollars. So is it your testimony? Are you saying that to complete the east wing of the St. Jude's Hospital with more space would cost us less than the 12 million that they are willing to spend on the stadium?
Absolutely.
I think we have been very heavily criticized for stopping the work at St. Jude.
The government had continued working on it from the time they got into power, because fact is there was already a Taiwanese loan approved for $20 million US, of which 10 million had been used. So you found yourself with a dedicated line of 27 million EC dollars to work on the St. Jude Hospital. If they had done that from day one as a priority, we may be in a different position than we are now.
If we had made the decision from day one when we went in there, by now, St. Jude would have reopened. That is the reality. If we had made the decision from day one when we went in there, by now, St. Jude would have reopened.
The consultant engineer stressed that the roof is already compromised and it is better to come down in a structured operation. However, he said once the roof comes down, it will set a series of events into motion.
But once the fiberglass sheets come off, it means the process now to remove the rest of the roof must follow in a sequence. That's it, it must follow.
And the question now is, what happens if there is in fact some catastrophic failure of the roof at the Odlum Stadium and the resultant non-functioning of the hospital? So
the moving of the hospital from this facility, it must happen. Once this sheeting comes off, that's it. The sequence of events, you would say, has started. So the hospital must be taken off from this stadium in the shortest possible time.
90% of the buildings remain.
We would be better off in the existing buildings as currently constructed at the St. Jude site rather than in the stadium. The stadium has a serious set of problems.
The Standards Tapia was a hotel, if you know. It's
well,
a hotel.
I'm very much right. Yes.
Okay. It's a hotel that has been recycled to become a hospital.
Mm-hmm.
The standards of the facility at Tapia are in a worse condition than what exists at St. Jude's, and that's the fallacy of the whole thing.
Have a conscience. There has to be a moment in the life of a politician when his conscience has to take over his love for power and replace it with power to love the people who put them there. It's about them. Your legacy does not lie in what you've done for you, but in what you have done for others. That's what it is all about.